They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Detroit! Gone!
Play action. Now it's Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Let's go!
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He sets to fire deep. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. It's complete to LeBron Treadwell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Jones. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Hot.
From the gun, it's Allen. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 46 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now McKinnon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And now they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And here's Allen on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And a nice spin into some open field. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now Jones. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted them. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dump down to McKinnon. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now Thompson down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hut.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And Owen coughed it up, and the Jets have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gold now out to kick it away. Now Jones. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here come the Bills. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Patriot!
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Throw left side, complete to McCloud. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he'll have to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit and gaining what he needed for a first down.
Well, that's the deal. On third down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable third down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Bills on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. And the Bills draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Fighting through pressure. Steps away to his left. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
He's going to sling this deep down. That's caught inside the 20. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him well behind the line of scrimmage. Gosh, it's a loss of 17, and it'll be fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Gun, gun. Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drill.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll set up a throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
No. Jack, Patriot. Patriot. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Set. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. So then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know